All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about problem 2.4, categorical and numerical data. So when we look at categorical data, this is usually talking about something like dogs and cats or your favorite sport or something like that. So categorical data in this case, which graph shows categorical data? That would be the favorite pet. Okay, here we're talking about what is your favorite kind of pet. So that's kind of like a category. So we can say favorite pet. And then numerical data is talking about numbers. We're using numbers to describe this data, which would be how many pets you have. If I asked you how many pets you have, you would tell me a number, not dog. So this would be number of pets. All right, so for the next one, what is the total number of pets the students have? So this is a tricky question, but what you have to do is it says that 0 people have 2, 1 person has 2, that would give us 2. 2 people have 5, that means 1 person has 5 and another person has 5. So together we have a total of 10, and then we would multiply, this would be 12. 4 times 1 is 4. And if we keep doing that, then our next step would be to add all of these totals together. And when we add all of those totals together, we get 156 pets. Okay, so for this first one, what is the greatest number of pets a student has? Okay, so if we look at this, this is saying that they have 1 pet. So 2 students have 1 pet, 5 students have 2 pets. So if we keep going, it says that there's 0 students that have 11, but 1 has 12. So we want to look at the frequency, and where there's actually a number for the frequency, we want to look for the greatest number that has a number for the frequency. So that means that 1 student has 21 pets. I'm wondering if they have some fish. All right. Next one, how many students are in the class? So for this one, all we have to do is total the frequency. So we're going to add 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, so on and so forth. When we add the frequency together on either graph, you're going to get 26 students. All right, next one. How many students chose a cat as their favorite kind of pet? Well, we can go ahead and look and see. Here's a cat, and there are 4 total students. How many cats do students have as pets? Well, is that a question that we can actually answer? Do we have an answer for that using this? Does this tell us what kind of pets they have? No. Does this tell us what kind of pets they have? No. So that one we actually can't answer. So we're just going to write, you cannot tell looking at the graphs. All right. And then we're going to move on to our next one. What is the mode of the favorite kind of pet? So if we look at the favorite kind of pet, what is the mode? Which one has the highest bar here? Or which one has the highest frequency? Okay, if you're looking at dog, you are correct. So we're going to put the mode is dog. And what about the mean? Can we add a cat plus a dog plus a fish plus a bird plus a horse? No, that would be weird. So we actually cannot find the mean. For categorical data. All right, so for number 2, we're looking at the median number and the range. So if I went ahead and put my data values in order, and I know there are 26 total data values, so what's half of 26? It is 13, so we need to have 13 on this side and 13 on this side. So if you go ahead and count, the middle would be between 3 and 4. So what number is directly in between 3 and 4? And that number is 3.5. So our median is 3.5. And for the range, we want to take the largest value and subtract the smallest value to get our range of 21. Okay, for the last page, we are looking at Tomas is a student in this class. how many pets does he have? So if we look at our graphs here, does it tell us who each student is, or does it just give us a number? And you're right, it just gives us a number. So we cannot tell looking at this graph. Okay. Do the girls in the class have more pets than the boys? Again, does it tell us that this 2 girls have 0 pets and 2 boys have 1 pet? No, it doesn't tell us that. So again, we cannot tell looking at the data. All right, last one. So we're using the distribution of the data. How are we going to describe the number of pets owned by the class, and how are we going to describe the favorite kinds of pets? We're going to use measures of center and other tools to help us describe. So let's first look at number of pets. So if we look at number of pets, if we were to find the mode, what's the mode? The mode is 2, okay? And we already found the median. The median was 3.5. Okay, so do you think it's safe to say that most students have between 2 and 3 pets? So let's go ahead and say for number that most students have between 2 and 3 pets. So looking at our favorite pet, if you look at the graph and you look at the table, you can see that dog is way higher than a lot of other ones. Okay, cat is pretty high as well. So do you think it's safe to say that the favorite pet is a dog? Or you could even say that most people, their favorite animals or favorite pets are dogs and cats. But I'm just going to go ahead and use the mode because that's really the only measure of center that we have. So I'm going to say that most students favorite pet is a dog.